All right, people. I am going to demonstrate to you how much fat there is in cake icing. Now you see right here, in this tub I've got the icing. All right. Yep, that's cake icing. Now here's the label where you can see vanilla frosting. All right. Now the ingredients. First ingredient, sugar. Second ingredient, partially hydrogenated vegetable oil. All right. Cake frosting right here. Now I don't have I'm not showing you the name of the company because, well, I don't need people trying to go out and verbally attacking the company that makes the cake ice, this particular cake icing, because this can be like, this is any cake icing that does this. All right, now I'll show you how much fat is in it. You come over here. In here is just 2 large eggs. I've done stirred them up with that fork. And, well, here's the frying pan. Well, the frying pan is not on yet. Well, now I'm going to do, taking this cake icing, I'm going to put it in the microwave for like a minute. Going in there. I'm going to set that for a minute, 12 seconds. There we go. Now, at the heat of the microwave, it's going to just separate everything, separate the oil from all the other ingredients. Now we've got to wait for that to get done, of course. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Woo-hoo. 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 All right. Now what I'm going to do is this shows you how much oil and fat is in cake icing. So people that like to just eat cake icing, and you know you got people warning you every now and then, warning you about the fat content of cake icing. Now let me get this part ready. Turn on the stove. All right. Yeah. Turn it kind of down there. It's almost done. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Well, right here we got a bunch of like froth and stuff on top of it. Okay. Well, I gotta wait till bubbles to burst. Now, the first time I ever did this little thing, I didn't have bubbles in it. So now I gotta wait for the bubbles to pop. Come on now. Maybe I need to have it on there a little bit longer, but wait for it to pop. Okay. La-di-da-di-da. Now this is still the cake icing I just got out of there. All right. Let's taste it. Still tastes good. Now, the first time I ever done this is like by accident. I found out everything was just separate. I put it back in. For like a minute. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Now this is supposed to be a video about how much fat and oil is in cake icing. Now I can look through the front there, kind of see it, so I'm hoping it's not going to bubble over. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Okay. Ah, it boiled over. Great. Now I'm going to have a mess. Ow. Ow. Yeah. Got to clean that up. Okay. Ow. Ow. It's kind of like a little bit hot to handle. Ow, maybe I can use my shirt. Yeah, maybe not. Now, if it suddenly puffs up in a big flame of fire, that'd be kind of embarrassing. But believe me, there is a lot of fat in this. Now to put the eggs in. So if you all ever want to just suddenly fry eggs and you don't have any actual grease or oil. Now you see, the frosting and stuff, it still has sugar in it, so it's kind of bubbling up. But the grease and stuff is not separated. Well, I mean, it's not separated from like the liquids and stuff yet. But if there was no fat in here, I would not be able to fry these eggs. Now look at that. I hope you can see it in there. Now I'm actually frying up some scrambled eggs because of all the fat that is in there. Now I don't know how exactly this is going to taste, but you see, and it'll well, the grease and stuff will probably separate a little bit more under some heat. But if it did not have fat and grease and oil in it, then the eggs would not fry up. It'd be more like you drop in water and it kind of cooks sort of that way. But as you can see, I am frying eggs with cake frosting, that where I separated the oils and fat. And I hope everybody can hear me, because this camera has a habit of not picking up sound very well sometimes. Now let's see. This is either going to taste really good or just really weird, because there's still sugar down there in that fat. Come on. Maybe it's going to make like really fluffy omelet or something. Now, the very first time I ever accidentally separated the oil out of cake frosting was like, it's been a little over 10 years now, and I just accidentally done it. Now, find the same fork here. Ugh, solidifying. You see, wow. Still tastes kind of good. Now the sugar in there is starting to turn brown and stuff, but you can see I just fried eggs with cake frosting. Now I'm going to like take a bite of this, see how it tastes, and I'll report it. Hmm. Well, it all the oil and stuff still has like sugar in it. So these scrambled eggs I just made out of that cake frosting right there with all the oil and fat in it. It's like, wow. Don't worry, take my word for it. When I say I'm eating food, I'm eating food. So you see, I just fried 2 eggs with cake icing because I would not have been able to fry those eggs if it wasn't for the oil that was in it, or the oil and fat. So think about that. Every time you eat a big cake or eat icing right out of the container, you're eating a lot of fat and oil. Y'all remember that. Now these scrambled eggs here are kind of sweet tasting. Kind of weird. It's like I can still taste the egg part, but it's also sweet. All right. So there you have it. Frying eggs with cake icing.